The fuck? I don't understand why this don't be working.
Today, from behind.
Let's go. Use Captain Save
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And they're able to work this to the 25.
I turn this shit down. Everything gotta go down 10. There we go.
Before it's all said and done.
My boy.
There's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019. not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just
Oh, I got a cut.
552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Yeah, that will be incomplete. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to hell and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Throwing it to, man.
Incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger.
Let's go.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. When they just went for it, put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Got my foot down and cheated.
This will be the 8th play of the drive.
I need to see that play. That was a nice catch too. Nice. Boom. That's in. Hold on. Come on, bro. My foot touched in bounds first. Look at that. Definitely drip. Definitely got the drip on. Something I would wear in real life.
here. 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
Really did that.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
Okay.
And the Steelers are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on them, cutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Connor. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
At their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the the catch and run. 58 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Touchdown.
Open space
Let's
inside
go.
the 10. And he's in.
Get you some.
Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner. His second.
Get you some. Can't wait till I get these things.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to number 3. It's a pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
29-yard line.
They'll run with Samuels, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Conner.
Oh, yeah, get in there. Stuff.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down now, it's Conner, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They run with Conner. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw.
Let's go.
Got his man. It's
Oh,
caught
boy.
for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith shoots.
Add my blue stats real quick.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Again, a run with Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? On 3rd down, it's Connor.
Oh, yeah, he got that.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. They will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
That's what's up, man.
We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the... Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I'm going for 300 this game. 300.
Play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get
I
this
called
back
a play
right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, yeah, that play be working. He's about to score. Ooh, almost.
Oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 53 yards. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Get in there. Get in there. Touchdown.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from... Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was 1st among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back
could
at the
have
40.
thrown the ball to me. I had enough space. I had enough space.
Real strength of leg. They know how to get it to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4
I was
sacks
this
last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to...
Damn, I should have
Here's
been
Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
Block. Ooh. What's that?
12
blocks,
yards
man.
on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. Not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Yo, why are you throwing it to me?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard.
This one, I'm not looking at one play. He throws it to me. And they scored.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
He was down out of bounds.
The Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I start running these formations, bro. I like these. Let's switch this play. This is cool.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Who's bird? Let's go.
And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight points for patience.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 7.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger. And the pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
But CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger, he gets it left side to
Second
Johnson.
longer, bro.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards. Tough.
No.
Tipped and intercepted. Desmond King
bro.
picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That makes no sense. And it got picked off.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A run with counter on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back now in Nashville. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
I'm trying to score right here.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Back to Smith-Schuster. This time complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this play comes to a halt. Obviously, that's well short.
Did he get a field goal out of that? Come on, man.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I'm going street. You do that lane. What's going on? I ain't covering me.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by
that was a good coverage.
Here's Brett Kern now. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
3 turnovers. I know they do. See through 3 picks.
This is taken at the 10.
Holy shit.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Steelers set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line.
Run, man.
Around. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
That's some weird shit, bro.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
He definitely got his feet.
So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they like.
Bro, you got his feet down.
To have back as it brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered.
Really on some weird stuff. He got his feet down. Now he scored.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger.
Oh, wait.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, Why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37.
We trying to win this game. Right here.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And this time they were waiting for him. He'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little...
Let's go. Game winner.
Caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the final minute.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I did that on purpose, though. I wanted my teammates to eat, and they did. Fair for 117.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Bro, this nigga Ben got like 10, 11 interceptions in 4 games. He's second in the NFL in passing touchdown. Hold on. Passing yards. But 40th in passer rating. That's terrible. It's only 32 starting quarterbacks. How is he 40th? Well, I'm 11th in touchdowns. Bad. "30 receptions, first in the NFL. Alright. He's thrown 4,000 yards in the first 4 games. Got 8 TDs, 12 interceptions. Wow, that's crazy. 61 completion percentage. 310 yards per game. I think I'm gonna play one more game. Yup.
today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 5 of the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
The tackle by Avante Madden. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, Fletcher for a lot of years.
That's right. Dad, like 20. Let's go. Hey, Mike, 50.
The drive will start with Conner, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, here we go. 8.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You ain't going to burn me.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Steelers nothing.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Wait. Rush in. We got 4. You got it.
Now the 3rd-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
You gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger, and that's off the mark, incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Roethlisberger will throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And this play going to be stopped in its track. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Complete to Deontay Johnson.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of them as the game goes
Really
along.
go for the ball, Eagles. Like, what are you doing? On the 2nd. Yeah, 10 of them.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger.
You heard me.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin in the AFC North as we head
due to time constraints.
30. 49. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Now Roethlisberger on first down.
Give me some.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger trying to lay one. That's caught inside the 20. 39 yards for a big one.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that'll set them back 5. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Really picked that ball up like they wasn't going to notice that. They started running.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one complete on the slant route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. The old rule.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to try and go deep again.
Let's go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
We cleaned it up, baby.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So now... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. Boundary, and it's 4. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Let's go.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Here's Roethlisberger. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Timeouts. You could have threw to me.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.